Okay, we are live. He looked surprised there.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no creepy lady's voice like on the Zoom recording.
Right. Now recording. Girl, be
Yeah,
quiet.
right.
My business.
Right, exactly. All right, so peace and blessings to everyone out there watching and listening. Welcome to another episode, long lost episode of Astoria Story, brought to you by the Seven Spheres of Money. And before we get started, make sure you like the video, share it, and subscribe to this YouTube channel that you're watching right now. And yeah, let's jump right in because we got a lot of catching up to do. It's been a few months since we went live for episode 18.
Right? But we've been busy. Like y'all have webinars happening. I have been crazy on Wednesdays. So, all good things. We just have to make it happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Man, it was so long ago that I was looking at the thumbnail from the video and I had a hoodie on.
That means it was cold outside.
Yeah. This was in February, and it's July now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
July.
Yeah, I went from February to a hoodie to a t-shirt now. Yeah, but that episode was also the aftermath of that crazy snow whatever y'all had.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was right after that.
That was some crazy foolishness. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, because I was getting ready to say it was, I was getting ready to say it didn't make a difference to you because it's always warm, but it wasn't warm during that time.
Nope. But had I already came back from Vegas, or was I about to leave to go to Vegas at that time?
Don't remember. I think you just. Yeah, I can't. I don't remember. I think you just got back. Yeah, because we did talk about your Vegas trip.
Okay.
So I think you just got back from it. So. Yeah.
Yeah, because after that whole winter apocalypse with everything, I ran away. I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I was over here acting like Ted Cruz. Okay.
Yeah, I actually got away too myself. I went to Miami for that long weekend, that President's Day weekend. Ooh. So yeah. I'm like, I had to get away from here because it was still snow on the ground out here, and it was still cold. I'm like, yeah, I need to take advantage of this time that I got and go somewhere warm. So I definitely ran away too myself.
Listen, that's what you have to do sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what you got to do sometimes. I'm over here like, why my hair look like this? I'm trying to flip it. So my bad.
Oh, that's all good. The hair is going to do what it do. You can try to manage it, but sometimes it's just going to do whatever it wants to, right?
Yes. The issue is that it's so long now. Like, it used to be short and now it's like long, and I don't really necessarily want to cut it because I have shrinkage anyway, right? I don't want to cut it. And I have, for those of you that are noticing now, I have a love lock. So she's growing, and I don't know, I'm just in a phase where I'm not cutting my hair. I'm still shaving the sides. They ain't growing back, but it's just been interesting. It's my little journey.
Sounds interesting. So before we get into all the cosmology that that's been going on that we got to catch up with, a question about that. So do you find it more challenging, I guess, maintaining your own hair versus other people's hair since you work on other people's hair? So what's that like?
To be honest, I'm super lazy when it comes to my hair because I'm always in other people's hair. But the good thing is I have a good routine for my hair. And it never takes me more than an hour to do my hair. And honestly, I won't even say a full hour. I'm going to say for me to shower, shampoo my hair, and do my hair, it takes an hour, like the full process. And that happens, once every 10 days, unless I'm doing like braids or something like that or whatever. Or I blew my hair out, whatever the case is. But I am definitely a lazy natural hairstylist, but hence the reason why I use the right products so my hair always looks good. So people be like, your curls look so good. I'll be like, thank you, girl. It's like day 7. Appreciate it. So it's always interesting that that I'm super lazy when it comes to my hair.
That is. Okay, now that we got some cosmetology out the way, unless you have any other updates in the hair care area.
Let's see. No, not any updates. I mean, I'm still teaching classes. I taught a class via Zoom a couple of weeks ago to some students at a school in Michigan, which was really cool. I enjoy teaching, so I'm always happy when I get to teach a class. Let's see. No, besides me being in the suite, I mean, I shared that with you guys before, I think in February. So I'm in my own suite, and I have integrated holistic hair care. So it's Reiki and hair all together. So healing touch. Hence, when you see my page for the I'm Queen page, you'll see like me introducing Reiki into your life. So asking questions and things like that. So you guys can know what it is. So yeah, it's a collaboration of things that are happening, but it's a happy space for me when it comes to cosmetology and cosmology and my spiritual journey and the way I am in life, because I am finally able to see all the aspects of myself in everything that I do now. Like, it doesn't mean that everybody sees it, but I can see it. Like, it's like, oh, I don't have to stretch to be somebody else, right? Or fit into a narrative of what people expect me to be, right? It's more of like, look, this is what you get, okay? When you come in here with me, just know it's going to be some sage in this room. It's going to be some frankincense. We're going to clear the air. No one else is coming in here besides you. We're going to spend some intimate time together. There is no TV. Unless I'm doing braids, I might bring my laptop so you can watch TV, right? But other than that, most of the time it is me and you in our space. So that you can relax and release and allow me to be the support that you need in that moment. Because a lot of times me and our women never feel fully relaxed. There's some type of tension. And so that's the goal with the suite. So yeah, other than that, nothing else is happening. Same old thing, just a different day.
I feel you. So they're getting a holistic experience when they come into the suite. They're getting an experience. They're not just getting their hair done. They're getting an experience.
Yep. My tagline is cultivating experiences.
Oh, there you go. Cultivating experiences. That, man, we're going to have to start using that more often on the show. Yeah, bringing that up and quoting that.
Yes. Yeah. Let me trademark it before you start using it. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, if you haven't already, DJ gonna get on you about that.
I know. Well, I didn't even think about it until like after the fact, and I don't know. Like, I've been looking at trademarking my name too, but a lot of people use my name, so I just have to be very, very specific about how I go about doing it. That's the issue. Right.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into things that's been happening astrologically and cosmically and all of that, because it's been a lot and quite a few things to catch up on, especially this summer, and then we probably won't even get to everything. It's been so much going on.
I'm like, where do we start? Where do you start? Where do you want to start at?
Just some things that I remember, that happened at the beginning of the summer. I know we had another Mercury retrograde. We had, then I think after that, I think Neptune went into retrograde.
It's still in retrograde.
Still in retrograde.
Saturn is in retrograde.
Yeah, Saturn. Yeah.
Retrograde.
Yeah. All of that. We had the summer solstice.
Yep. In the middle of a Mercury retrograde.
Yep. We had that. We had a strawberry moon.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
In our sign. In
our sign too. Yep. In Capricorn. Yep. Yeah. So you had that. It's July 7th. So we got, serious.
It's Gateway. Yep. And a new moon on Friday. How about that?
New moon on Friday. Yeah, new moon on Friday too. So I don't know where to start either. What do you think is the most I guess the most, I don't want to say relevant because it's all relevant, but I know, some things had passed already. So I guess what are we still feeling the effects of now? We can start with that, maybe.
Well, I mean, really, you're just feeling the effects of like all the retrogrades. For Saturn is a very huge planet, of course, right? And for Capricorns, it is our ruling planet. So we feel a slow pull of reflection and things like that. It's nothing heavy like how Mercury is. Mercury retrogrades are, because it's a bigger planet. So you got a little bit of that happening. And depending on where you have Capricorn placements or what Saturn rules for you in your houses, you may feel a pull in those different areas of your life, right? So you just have to pay attention to what that is. As far as like the Neptune retrograde, it's a smaller planet, so it's kind of like Mercury, but it ain't really, because of all the other stuff that's happened, it ain't really doing nothing. I mean, it's doing stuff, but it's not really doing nothing, right? It's not as big as everything else. Jupiter is radical freaking change. So I'm going to say that's the most, Saturn and Jupiter are the most like that you feel right now. When you feel radical freaking change, it is literally Jupiter acting a fool. Okay. And so it's in retrograde and it makes you do reflections, but it's also like, you'll notice things just happen. Like you're going to be like, I didn't even see that coming. Like what? That happened out the blue. And so, I mean, all I can say is, whoo, it's been some radical changes for me. I can't speak for nobody else, but it's been some radical changes, especially since we had this full moon. I can feel all the effects. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. That's probably my tea. I can feel all the effects of what's happening. And so I slowed down a bit. But we're also in the sign of Cancer, right? We just had a summer solstice. And Cancer is very like lively and playful and fun and all those things. So with that being said, we're going into this Sirius gateway, right? Or we're ending the Sirius gateway. And so what we have to remember is like our sun energy, right? The fact that we like to be outside in the sun as melanated people, right? We like to be in the sun, so we're getting energy. This gateway has been open since the 3rd. I think it's from the 3rd, or like 3rd, 4th until the 7th, right? And you feel the after effects a little bit before, a little bit after. But today, which is 7/7, it's like the most powerful day. Just in general, it's just really a really open day for a lot of different things. So if you wanted to connect, I mean, we talked about this earlier, but if you're wanting to connect with ancestors, if you're wanting to, really get in tune with yourself, go through some healing, things like that, like the gateway is open and it's ready for you. And so we talked about this before we jumped on, but it was so crazy that I was, today I've been in a, I don't know I've been excited, but I haven't been like in a working mode. It's been more of like, oh, let's go outside and be with the plants and get all the bugs, all the snails off and all the bugs that don't need to be on there, that kind of stuff. Move the garden around, all that, right? Get ate up by the mosquitoes, basically. That's what I was doing. So in the midst of that, right, I was like, oh, I haven't pulled from my Isis deck lately, right? And so if you know anything about Sirius, right, Isis, love, like they one and the same. They work together, right? So the first card that I pulled, I wish I could find the card on my deck, but anyways, like this is my deck, y'all. So Isis Oracle deck. I don't pull from her often because she gives lots of homework and rituals to do that I don't want to do all the time. But when I do pull from her, it be intent, right? And so I was listening to my music and I was like, what message do she got for me today, baby? What's the message? What's the message, right? And this is the first card that came up. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me see. Okay, Lady of the Stars, right? Priestess Sirius. Like, what are the freaking odds that this is the card that came up, right? So this is my first card. My second card was the Mother of Life. So this is the card here. So this represents of Isis and Mother Earth, right? And then Ancient Power Mysteries, right? So I thought that was really interesting that those are the 3 cards that came up and resonated so well, like spoke life. So if you follow me on Instagram, you see that I posted that in my stories. And I got some rituals to do tonight and tomorrow, right? So it's super interesting that you text me today and said, we got time, let's do it, let's jump back on. And the fact that it's on 7/7 in a gateway, it's like we're initiating and bringing and breathing in new life to this show.
Right. Yeah. It's more context behind that text today. I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about the connection between July 4th and Sirius rising. And I'm like, wait, that's interesting. I don't think I heard of that before. Like I heard about the dog days of summer, Sirius is the dog star. I heard about that, but I never heard about the July 4th connection, or maybe I don't remember. So I did some research on it, and I found a couple of articles that broke down, what's happening with this portal opening and how significant events in history kind of lined up with this portal opening. So we know July 4th is observed to be America's Independence Day, July 4th, so that clicked in my mind that, nothing's a coincidence.
It's not.
Nothing's a coincidence. And the symbology goes deep. So you have everything that's happened astrologically. Then I also have some information about July 4th, or just the number 4, and number 4 and numbers that add up to number 4 numerologically too. And there's no coincidences there either, because it's a long list of 4s associated with the United States. So I'm like, wow, this is really deep. Let me share this with Astoria, since it's going into some astrological topics. So that's where that came from. And I wanted to do this last week too. Not this topic, but I wanted to. What did I want to talk about last week? I think I wanted to talk about the solstice last week. So this is kind of catching us up with that. But a couple of things that you said jumped out at me, because I felt like I experienced something similar, with the retrograde happening, in our sign, because I kind of felt that slowing down too. I'm normally tired, little tired when I travel, but I felt like when I was traveling over this weekend, I was even more tired than usual. And I was so tired, aside from me having an early flight returning back, to the Northeast. I was in Chicago over the weekend hanging out with DJ and his family. When I came back Monday afternoon, I had a real early flight. My flight was like 5:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. So of course I would be tired from that, but I just felt like I was even more tired than usual. And yesterday morning, Tuesday, the day after I came back, I didn't get up until 11 a.m. And I rarely ever sleep past 9:30 at the latest. Yeah, like I was that worn out. And I also noticed that kind of leading up, not even leading up to the trip, also returning, leading up to the trip, like the week prior to, I kind of had like a slow build up, to the weekend. And that same thing happened, this week with my recovery, so with everything going on with the retrograde and the effects of traveling too and switching time zones. I switched time zones like 5 times, going back and forth between Central and Eastern. All of that had me feeling the same way you were feeling.
Yep, that's that.
Yeah. So that resonated with me, and then also what you said about radical change resonated with me too, because I deal with the numbers, and I've been seeing a lot of, I see synchronicity in angel numbers. And one of the numbers that I've been seeing a lot lately, within the past few months was 555. Yeah. And 555, 555, that relates to radical change also. Radical change. And the number 5 by itself represents freedom also. And we happen to be in a 5 universal year too, 2020. So
2 plus 1 is 5, baby.
Yep, there you go. So I've been definitely been experiencing quite, lots of change. If not lots of different changes, a few significant changes in 2021. And what you said about the radical change and me seeing the 5s all the time, all of that's connected.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So on the radical change, like let's go back to retrograde for a second. Yeah. So I am a proponent of money and manifesting money and speaking life into my money and all those things. During retrograde, I lost $1,500. Lost. Don't went away. Yeah, Facebook got hacked. Haven't got my Facebook page back. And now you're in Jupiter radical change. Think about it. And I was like, I kept saying, man, I want my Facebook page back. Man, I want my Facebook page back. And I was like, well, I ain't never really on Facebook, so why do I really want my Facebook page back? And I'm still gonna try to get it back, right? If I can get it, I can get it. If I can't, oh well, nothing lost, right? But I had it for 15 years. I got that page when I was a freshman in college. So when Facebook was starting, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I feel like the radical change is me getting rid of things that no longer serve, for real, getting rid of things that no longer serve me. And so that could be that's work for me. That is people. That's all kinds of stuff. Just leaving. And for no reason at all, and it was crazy because I had somebody sending me these random emails at one point during retrograde, just about crazy foolishness stuff, right? And so me, first thing I think is spiritual warfare. Let me put my pyramid of protection around me, my family, everything, bam, we got this, don't worry. And then randomly I got one, after that I ain't get nothing. Then randomly I got one message about something that was only sent to me when all the other messages were sent to everybody in this little group or whatever, right? And my response was just some 5 words, right? Find a new hobby, go about your business, right? And I haven't heard nothing since. Not one thing, nothing. And the interesting part for me was I was looking, mentally looking for the response because it seems like everything that had been happening required responses, everything around me. Nothing happened. It's been 2 weeks now. I ain't really thought about it, but it was just crazy how the change occurred around certain things, right? Me losing money, all that, and it was just wrapping up that retrograde. But it was really me getting in tune with the next transition of where I'm going, right? So not to be so focused on the dollar, right? But focus on what you're supposed to be doing. Right. And so I know a lot of times I could get focused on the dollar and making the money and stuff, which money come, right? But you get so tight about it, right, that you overthink it, which is where the money mantras come in. And all these gifts started happening. So first things first, even though I lost money, I was getting free meals. I went to a winery with my niece and her boyfriend. Our whole experience was paid for. Random acts of kindness from people, and it's not random acts of kindness. This is me saying that to myself. I live a life of luxury and abundance, right? And I have luxurious experiences every day all around me. And that's literally what started happening. So although I may have left out on that money, right, it blessed somebody somewhere else, right? Whatever. But I got so much back from it. And I think a lot of times when we go through radical change or when we go through these type of effects, we only look at the downside and we don't think about all the good stuff that's happening on the opposite side, like the perspective of being mindful of what's happening. And as we begin to be more mindful and more think about the good stuff, more blessings start flowing. Like for real, they like they really just start to flow. And even more so when we're in tune with what's happening. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a word.
That's a whole word.
That is a word right there. That is a word right there. Yes, indeed.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. So, I mean, before we finish up too, you also have to show the people your candles, because your candles going to be a part of your rituals, right?
Yes, they are. So I happened to go to this place in Houston. It's the only Black owned mobile, I don't want to say crystal, but let's just say crystal holistic place, right? And it's called Love, Live, Glow. She just opened another one, an actual kiosk inside of the Galleria too, or was it Memorial City? One of them malls. We got a bunch of malls in Houston. But anyways, it's called Love, Live, Glow. So you can look her up. But this was a candle that I put on today. It's called Level Up. And it says light to attract prosperity, abundance of good into your life. So it's like an orange jasmine scent. It's hand poured with soy, but you can't see inside the candle, but there is like 2 citrine crystals, 2 or 3 crystals inside of here. And when it dries, you'll be able to see it, right? But and then there's like some dandelion inside of here. And if you turn it around, it has a QSR code where you just cut it, you scan it, and I'll show you the playlist for it comes up. And I was listening to it earlier, but I ain't gonna cut the song on, but let me see if I can go to the listing so y'all can see it. It says citrine, like the candle, right? Because that's the actual candle, Level Up, right? And so you can listen to the music as you're going through your day. So mine has been on for a little while, and it was so crazy. Hustle and Motivate was a song that's on. Is that what it is? Double Up from Nipsey Hussle. That's funny. That nip is on as the song, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yep. Level up music for you.
Yeah, definitely level up. It gets you going too. It really gets you, like going through your day and stuff like that. So, there are lots of candles and stuff that I use when I'm doing rituals and different things like that. So part of the process. I won't be doing my rituals till later tonight though, because I need to get underneath the stars because of Sirius and the portal in Isis, right? So that will be happening.
Right. Yeah. And going back to Sirius, something else that article mentioned was the symbolism and the meaning of Sirius and what's associated with, and it kind of clicked with the conversation that we had last night, with the rest of the ladies on Bet on Black. That you're going to see that, for the audience, y'all going to see that on Sunday. That's going to drop on Sunday.
Make sure y'all look at it Sunday, baby, because it's going to be good. I promise you.
Yeah. And if you didn't watch that Juneteenth episode, from the week before, you might want to check that out first, and then, watch that. Let that hold you over until the new episode drops on Sunday. Mm-hmm. But we talked about 4th of July, but we talked about it from different perspectives. So today we talked about 4th of July and what it means cosmically on high, and the other conversation, that was more of the low hanging fruit, 4th of July, mundane level there. But something clicked in me when I read that article and with the conversation that we had last night, and the very end of the episode, I closed it out, repeating what you said, and you said, and to paraphrase what you said, I think you were talking about how the meaning of independence or freedom for us right now in 2021 is the freedom of choice, right?
Yep.
And that is exactly what Sirius is connected to. It's connected to freedom.
Yep.
Yep. and that's what we always talk about on this channel. You know, we mostly talk about financial freedom, but think about all of the other freedoms that financial freedom awards you.
Right.
You know, it helps to award you the freedom of choice and the freedom to use your time as you want to, or as you see fit, or to go wherever you want, or to say whatever you want. You know? So the big theme as we're you know, getting to the end here and closing out, the big theme that you want to think about when you consider, you know, Sirius rising between July 4th and July 7th is this idea of freedom and your personal freedom and doing what you need to do in order to achieve and reach your freedom, whatever freedom means to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, that's my final thoughts on Sirius, you know, as we wrapping up, you know, that's my word.
I mean, it's a full word. I don't know if that's gonna be your final thoughts, but it's a full word for sure.
Yeah, that's my word.
I mean, and just to kind of like dabble into, maybe you'll put the link to the article at the bottom of this for them to watch later, right? To read later. But we talked about the numerology of it, right? And we talked about, you know, kind of Sirius as a star, right? Well, not really, but let's talk about it as a star. So Sirius is the brightest star. It's brighter than our sun, right? It's considered sun, and we are considered the son of the sun. The sun is considered the son of the sun, right? Catch that on your way out the door. So when we think about that, and why I shared those cards earlier, for that to come up that way in this moment, on this day of all things that we're talking about, the freedom part of it, the freedom of choice meaning you have to connect with what resonates with you, right? So the portal is open, right? The gateway is open for you to manifest and move through and do the things that you need to connect with, who you need to connect with, all that stuff. Like, the gateway is there. This is when, like Nick said, so many freedoms happened, right? And when I'm saying it in air quotes, meaning like, if you think about Roman Catholic time, like with Julius Caesar, that was kind of an article. If you think about the 4th of July for us, if you think about July 1st for Canada, if you think about any country that probably got some type of freedom, it's all around this little time frame, right? And it's because the energy is so potent, right? And it's so powerful that if you're tuned in, you can connect with it, right? And so y'all should go read the article for sure. I didn't think about the fact that fireworks cover up what's happening, you know, like light in the sun, you know, night and dark type of thing. I didn't think about that until I read the article, but I have always associated, you know, myself with sun and moon and what happens between, you know, their conjunctions. And so for it to happen, this happened, by the way, you guys, this gateway happens every single year. Like, this isn't something that just happens every blue moon. It happens every single year at the exact same time, where the sun and the sun and the earth, like everything, all line up accordingly, right? So if you want to think about it, mother, father, child, whatever makes you feel better, or Father, Son, Holy Spirit, however y'all associate that. Mine is going to be mother, father, and child. And you tap into those frequencies, man, all I can say is your level, you will go to a higher level, higher frequency. And I think I'm most excited about all of this, Nick, honestly, like more excited about it because I'm getting ready to go to Egypt, right? And I think about the pyramids and think about all the downloads that came from our ancestral heritage, right? The fact that we were kings and queens already in all of Africa, right? But that specific space, and that the Mayans and the Egyptians, ancient Kemet, used Sirius, right, as the sun, as the things that they were manifesting or talking to or gaining knowledge from, right? And it just blow my mind that I'm about to be in this sacred space and catch all these downloads. So yes. I think I'm gonna say that everything that's been happening is preparing me for that.
Absolutely.
So if I come back real high frequency, you're gonna know why. You're gonna be like, yeah. Tripping.
Yeah, we're gonna know. Yeah, hopefully you can I don't know, hopefully you can work, pull some strings or work something out to get inside them pyramids too, get inside them chambers.
I'm going everywhere. Look, I'm acting like I'm from there. I'ma just walk in. I'm pretending like,
Oh yeah.
I'm supposed to be there.
Yeah, because you are supposed to be there. It's yours.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna be there. I'm gonna just be in the mix. I ain't even gonna think about it. I'm just be in the mix.
Yeah, it's yours. And I got something to show you, share with you after we get offline, since you mentioned that. But yeah, that's exciting right there. I can't wait till I make that trip too. So when do you leave for that trip?
So I'm leaving. It was supposed to be the 10th, which would have been Friday, Saturday, one of them days. But I'm going the 24th through August 1st.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So end of the month into August. So
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. That's gonna be exciting.
I didn't even realize that was is that okay? 24 is 6, 7, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was about to count the numbers, and I was like, interesting.
Yeah, very.
It means something.
Yeah. It's gotta and figure out how to interpret it,
Oh yeah. It'll come up. I'm not worried. It'll come up.
Oh yeah. It always does. It always reveals itself. Yeah.
It always reveals itself. Yep. Side note to anybody that is watching and doesn't watch this on the replay but watched it live, write down your dreams tonight. Whatever you dream about.
Yeah, very important. Very yes, because this is 7/7, right? So yeah.
Yep. Write down your dreams. And I didn't think about that till right now. So that must be ancestors talking about something. So I'm gonna make sure I write my dreams down too. I typically don't write my dreams down at all. Like if I remember them, I remember them. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is. Just because I'm just to me, I'm not an avid dreamer. I definitely astroplane a lot, but I don't be remembering what be happening. Other people tell me what happened. Like I'm gonna get my massage tonight. And that's actually she's my massage therapist, but she's also my Reiki teacher. Well, she was my Reiki. She taught me Reiki, right? And so I'm sure there'll be some stuff happening, but she tells me every time I get a massager, every time she does meditation with me, she had to like put my spirit back in the, she had to be like, go back.
Yeah.
I'd be like, girl, that's because I was trying to leave. I'd be ready to go.
Yeah, she like, it's not time yet. It's not time yet.
I'm ready to go back where I'm supposed to be at. Send me home. Send me home. I'm like Ericka Badu. I'm doing everything to get captured by the aliens, and they won't capture me. I keep doing everything.
Yeah. You'll know when the right time comes.
Listen, with all the things that are happening in the world, baby, the rapture coming.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's something else I saw that I gotta send to you too. Yeah. I got something else I need to show you too. Related to that I saw prior to us coming on here too. So yeah.
Well, we know what you do when you're not teaching school. You be researching, you be finding everything. I thought I go down rabbit holes. You be going down the rabbit hole.
You have no idea.
Oh, but I do.
Now you do. Yeah. You gonna see even more. You gonna see even more how deep it gets.
How deep the rabbit hole goes, right?
Right. Exactly. You know, that's man, and that's and this is real. This is the last thing, but since you mentioned that, that even that goes into our signs, and it goes into my numbers too, because I got two sevens in my name, not my birthday, but in my name. Like if you add up my full name, my full birth name, full first name, middle name, and last name, that adds up to a 7. And I think it's either my first name or the vowels in my name add up to a 7. So, the 7 is connected to all of that, going down rabbit holes and researching and reading and all of that. So, yeah, it's all a part of my nature.
Hey, you ain't gotta explain it to me. I know, because I be right down the rabbit hole with you.
Yeah.
7s and 11s always speak to me. The interesting thing is the building that I'm in, the building space that I'm in, the address is 2401, which is a 7.
Yeah.
The street, my room number is 225, but the 2 and the 5 is what resonated with me because it was 7, right? And I was like, why is this my room? And then the check that I wrote to them, the very first check that I wrote when I moved in, said 2021 on it. Which is a 5. So,
yeah.
It was like, it was ridiculous. It was like, okay, this is where you're supposed to be at. Like, quit playing. All the signs keep adding up. Like, stop it. Okay.
Yeah. Those numbers certainly speak to you for sure. And you mentioned the 7 and 11. I see 11s a lot too. Either in the form of the 111 or the 4 ones, but I see 11s a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So right there with you.
I saw 11/11 all this weekend. I kept telling my niece,
wow.
11/11, make a wish. Like every time, like it's 11/11, make a wish. And they think I'm silly, but it's 11/11. It's 11/11. They be like, how you catch it? I'm like, I don't know. Something just tells me it's 11/11. I don't be knowing. All
right, say Astoria, say good evening to Adele right there. Hey
Adele, good evening.
Yeah, to the lioness Adele.
Yes. Hey Adele. Look at the A's on here.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I think we did pretty good. Like we caught up with everything in the good amount of time here, and then without going too long. I mean, both of us, we not long, but we strong with it.
Exactly.
we're not long with it. So
exactly.
Yeah. So we could go ahead and close out, and you can get ready for your massage therapy this evening.
Gotta take care of your body, people. Gotta take care of your body.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I was like, why is anyways, I be getting distracted. Y'all remember my window is my office. The window is toward the street. So
you're looking out.
I'm nosy.
Yeah.
I be looking outside all the time.
Yeah.
But no, you guys can find me on Instagram at Miss Story, so MS_STORI, or you can find me on my business page at the I Am Queen Hair, so THEIAMQUEENHAIR. And so the only thing I really have coming up, honestly, is I will be at my friend's event on the 23rd of this month. It's Soul Food. It's a dinner. She does CBD hemp infused skincare products and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that event. I think I've been to all of her events. It's always bomb. We definitely gonna roll up and we definitely gonna eat some food. They got some stuff in it. So just, that kind of thing. And just be on the lookout for the book is actually my book that's actually available on Amazon Kindle right now. It'll be going into paperback here pretty soon. Hopefully by the end of the month, if I can get it done before I leave to go to Egypt. If not, it'll be in August. And it's really just, that editing process of formatting it to be in the book and stuff, like to be in a paperback form. It's different from PDF. Let's see what else is happening. I think that's it. If you guys want any virtual Reiki cleansing, any of those things, all this stuff is available in my bio on either one of my pages. You just scroll down to it, you'll see it. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, great. Well, thank you, Astoria. And yeah, so as you saw on the screen, you have been watching Astoria's story. Just in case you may have forgotten, since it's been a while, you have been watching Astoria's story. So we get on here, whenever we can, and when we do get on here, it's always powerful. We always come with some gems. We always come with a word from the Most High, from on high.
Yeah.
So again, I already know you like what you saw and what you heard. So go ahead and like the video, share it, and subscribe to this channel. We try to switch it up and give you a little bit, give you a little variety. So, you got the cosmology, you get the cosmetology, you get the financial education, you get the medical with Medical Mondays, you get real Black women giving perspectives, you got real Black men giving perspectives, you got me giving my perspectives, and you got DJ giving his perspectives, and we bring you the best of the best, professionals, working professionals, business professionals, entrepreneurs, all of that. We bring them here to the 7 spheres of money. So you get a nice variety here. So if you're not tapped in, make sure you get tapped in and tuned in and rock with us. So of course I'm Nick. My show is on Fridays, 7:30 Eastern time. So you can tune into that. Bet on Black, the men, the family, the legacy. It's on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Bet on Black, the women, the family, the legacy is on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll have a new episode of Medical Mondays coming out on Monday too. So look out for that. So DJTheMoneyCoach.com. Yep. And
I was just gonna say we're gonna do better about Astoria's story. We're gonna say we're gonna do Wednesdays.
Yeah.
But
right. Right. Yeah. We're gonna because that's what we've been saying. So we're gonna continue to say that.
Yeah. We're gonna do Wednesdays at random times until the summer is over, and then when school starts back for Nick, we'll get back to our regular scheduled program as long as we don't have any webinars. Which, if there's a webinar, you better tune in because I'm sure it's some dope information that you need.
Yeah. So you'll be with us either way. If you're not here on the story, you'll be on the webinar. So there you go. You'll be here. You'll be rocking with us either way. Yeah. So social media, 7 Spheres of Money on Instagram, 7 Spheres of Money on Facebook. We're getting ready to be on Twitter too, actually. So we're the Twitter account is created, but there's no content on there yet. But there's DJ the Money Coach on Twitter too. So we're there also. But anyway, I will go ahead and close out. I'm going to close out with the DJ the Money Coach close out. Then Astoria going to close out with Tabitha, who been on fire. She been on fire lately, I heard.
I love me some Tab, baby.
Yeah. We might have to make that into a separate show itself about how she put Wendy in her place. But but anyway, we wish you a pom lifestyle. There's plenty of money, peace of mind, and we want you to come join us on the Beaches of the World Club. And your beach doesn't have to be next to sand or water, but your beach is where you find your peace of mind and your personal freedom in alignment with Sirius.
Freedom,
yep. Yeah. So we'll see you next time on the story, and the story is gonna close out with her benediction.
Oh yes. Okay. Well, y'all know the benediction because if you follow Tabitha, honey, you know the benediction. Now, y'all go have yourself the most amazing day. And even if you can't have no good day, don't you dare go mess it up nobody else's, okay? Love y'all.
All right. See y'all next time.